Is it once again no sleep season? Guys, I think so because we're getting crazy messages from people who are probably in the know, giving away secret information for free. That's what we're going to look into in today's video. XRP will go up if Bitcoin does. It might be that time again. The first tweet comes from CZ. Blockchain will bring in a lot of cash for the country. Hey guys, I think he's quoting Donald Trump here in this film. It's here. That's it, right? The country guys are going to make a lot of money with crypto. That must mean that cryptos will have to go through the roof, right? Since the beginning of time, we've thought that this crypto bull cycle would never end, okay? It's not going to top out. If I may say so myself, it's kind of like an odd circle. You guys, it's not a normal cycle. There will be many turns and twists, okay? Coming in, but the finish won't happen until the bubble pops. And it has to be big for that to happen. It needs to be the biggest bubble around. This tweet comes from Mike, who I think likes Bitcoin, okay? Believe me, nobody is ready for what's going to happen. Do you see? I can tell the crypto bull market hasn't ended because there are a lot of exciting tweets going around. Before we talk about why the signs say it hasn't reached its peak, right? But first we need to visit Raoul Pal, and he gives you his theory right here. He talks about why he thinks the crypto market hasn't reached its peak yet and why it will keep going up. It needs to be made clear that just because I see a longer cycle doesn't mean my reasoning is right, okay? That means he thinks the cycle will last longer than before, right? It's going to be late or even longer than expected. Why? I believe he shows this chart, which is a stock market. No, it's not a tech stock bubble. As a percentage, we are not too far off from the average. In the late 1990s, when we blew out of the log regression channel that had been in place for 10 years and were several standard deviations from the trend, there was no sign of anything moving forward. This is what a bubble looks like. Wow. You guys, this picture is pretty crazy because it shows that the bubble hasn't even begun yet. Take a look at that, okay? Some people already think we've reached the top, but this chart shows that the bubble hasn't even begun, which fits with what we're seeing. After all, that's why the crash is happening, right? What do you think has to happen before this thing shows up? There needs to be a bubble. Is he telling you that this is not a bubble? It's not even a bubble since it did the same thing before. It was in this route which is going up. After a while, it just blew up, right? Guys, that blast is about to happen. Do you know what a blow-off top is? Every day, guys, it gets more like a parabolic curve. That's what I think will happen again, because everything has to go crazy with tulips for the crash to happen, right? Guys, this is a great picture that shows that the best is yet to come, right? In a sense, nothing has happened yet. Then, that might make sense since it goes back to this week from a virtual light or bacon. October 28th, right cut number 1, and maybe the end of QT. December 10th, right cut number 2, and it looks like QT is over. By the end of the year, either the 4-year pattern will be over, or there will be another 1 to 2 quarters of fun. Right now is always the time to be bullish. Get over the 10 out of 10 sadness as soon as possible and lock in. Rates are being lowered every other month, and the Federal Reserve is also putting a lot of money into the markets, right? And this is the moon guys' recipe, which is what we've been waiting for, and which again fits with what we're saying here. Why? This image is all we need to see, right? The name of that chart is the UCT, that power chart. On the 5-day chart, as soon as we fall below this 5-day moving average, right? The moon has shown up. Until we get all of this cash, the circle won't end. Do you guys see this? There's a lot of liquidity all over this place, but guess what? If we do manage to get that cash, right? All the way down there. What does that mean? Is it true that we're below the moving average for 5 days? The 5-day moving average is below us and will stay below us. Then we need to work out the 6th day. Okay, at that point in time. But once more, the fear of missing out, FOMO, could get so bad that it, starts a chain reaction, right? Like this. Take a look at this. Guys, you can see that this picture has been stable for a while now, several years. When it began to fall apart, it went down really quickly, right? What's going on here? The exact same thing as before. As soon as we break below, right? As soon as it went through, it went straight down, right? Most likely just rampages down. Then the bottom falls out. At that point, the prices of cryptocurrencies are crazy, right? These are my thoughts on why I think there's still a lot more to come. More chances, many more chances. Don't worry about it. Also, we're not just making this up, right? Because there are signs that support our view here. When there are signs of a bull market rise, they tell you to sell at the top. They haven't been hit yet, hit or not. This is a list of all the signs, which are XXXXXXX. Okay? What does that mean? Yes? Take a look at this pi cycle top sign. It's now at $200,000 per Bitcoin, right? Take a look at this one, 392,000 Bitcoin. Do you see that? Are there any more? Look around. 155,000 Bitcoin for you guys. What else? The last price of Bitcoin was 187,000, or 135,000, right? 175K to 230K, and none of them were guys. All of these are above, say, 100,000, right? At least 100,000 above. Do we now know what's going on? Yes. Now here comes Tom Lee, who makes a very similar point. And by the way, look at what he says right here. He has a lot of Ethereum. Okay, cryptocurrencies will go up until the end of the year. And hearing from JP Morgan that they're okay with crypto being used as security is very helpful. Cryptocurrencies are going to go up in value near the end of the year. Okay? And, well, it should help JP Morgan, right? They're putting out a service that will let you borrow crypto in exchange for security. This is really cool. The S&P is at 6,800, and there are 10 weeks left in the year. So, I still don't think it's reasonable to say that the S&P should gain another 4% in a normal year. We'd have over 7,000 by the end of the year. And I think that's pretty much the bare minimum. But since the Fed started cutting rates in September, they've been on hold all year. In the last 50 years, that has only happened twice, in 1998 and 2024. Given how skeptical people have been about the market all year, I think the S&P could do much better than 4%, maybe even 10% by the end of the year. Wow. Okay. Where does crypto fit in? Okay. I think he thinks the stock market is going to blow up. Okay. What if stocks go through the roof? If stocks go through the roof, cryptos will too, because liquidity is linked to everything, right? All of the risk is on assets. Will fit in, especially when you compare how those currencies are moving to what's happening with worries about tariffs, global trade, and other things. Yes. What I mean is that October 10th was a huge day for deleveraging in crypto. Part of that was caused by the rising trade and tax tensions between the US and China. That was the largest crypto sale in the past 5 years. Even after 2 weeks, the crypto market is still being affected by those consequences. But I believe we are almost done with that because he's been talking about the closure event that just happened, guys. Rob Powell says it's over no matter what started it. It crashed quickly on Friday. Flash crashes often bring V-shapes back to their previous price and range, and they then go on to make new highs soon after. In this case, we also got rid of all the built-up pressure, which he says means higher we go. Okay.